Alright, let's dive into something that's both timeless and utterly human, Shakespeare on the Common in Boston. But before you think this is just another review of a play, let me tell you, it's so much more than that. It's about community, art, and the weird, wonderful ways we connect with something centuries old in the middle of a modern city. Personally, I think this is where Shakespeare truly comes alive, not in a stuffy theatre, but under the open sky, with the hum of the city as its backdrop. Here's the scene: hundreds of people sprawled across Boston Common, shoes off, picnic blankets laid out, snacks everywhere. It's like a giant outdoor living room, but with Shakespeare. What makes this really interesting is how it democratizes art. It's free, it's accessible, and it's for everyone, from the guy with binoculars in the front row to the kid lying on a Spider-Man pillow, munching on chips. In my opinion, this is what art should be: inclusive, unpretentious, and a little chaotic. One thing that immediately stands out is the contrast between the ancient text and the modern setting. You've got actors in Elizabethan costumes on stage, while in the background, car horns blare and ambulances wail. It's almost like Shakespeare is having a conversation with the 21st century. What this really suggests is that his themes, love, confusion, the absurdity of human behavior, are still as relevant as ever. We're still the same fools he wrote about 400 years ago, just with smartphones. What many people don't realize is how much effort goes into making this look effortless. The production costs over $1 million, and it draws more than 50,000 people each summer. That's no small feat, but here's the thing: it doesn't feel commercialized. It feels like a gift to the city. If you take a step back and think about it, that's rare in today's world. How often do we get something this beautiful without a price tag attached? A detail I find fascinating is how the audience becomes part of the performance. The wind blows, the backdrop sways, and suddenly the unpredictability of nature mirrors the chaos of the play. One attendee mentioned how the Common feels like the perfect stage for a Midsummer Night's Dream, a play about fleeing the stifling order of Athens for the wild, dreamlike forest. From my perspective, that's genius. Shakespeare wasn't meant to be confined. He was meant to breathe, to adapt, to live in the moment. This raises a deeper question: why do we still care about Shakespeare? I mean, it's old, it's in early modern English, and let's be honest, the plots can be a bit convoluted. But here's what I think: it's because his stories are about us. They're about our flaws, our desires, our ridiculousness. When you see a 19-year-old student show up 3 hours early just to get a good spot, or a law student sitting behind a tree because she still wants to be part of it, you realize how deeply this stuff resonates. It's not just about the words, it's about the shared experience. What makes this event truly special, though, is its ability to bring people together. You've got high school students, lawyers, families, and everyone in between. It's a rare moment where the city feels like a community. Personally, I think that's what art is supposed to do: bridge gaps, remind us of our shared humanity. In a world that often feels divided, this is a reminder that we are all in this together, even if we're just here for the free show and the snacks. As the night ends and the crowd disperses, there's this sense of collective satisfaction. People are smiling, chatting, clutching their lawn chairs like trophies. One woman mentions how her mom used to take her to these performances, and now she's passing it on. That's the power of tradition, right? It's not just about the play, it's about the memories, the connections, the feeling that something good still exists in the world. So, here's my closing thought: Shakespeare on the Common isn't just a play, it's a celebration of what makes us human. It's messy, it's beautiful, and it's completely alive. If you've never been, I highly recommend it. Bring a blanket, take off your shoes, and just let yourself be part of something bigger. Because, in the end, isn't that what we're all looking for?